Hi guys, my name is Akshay and I am a manifestation coach. All my contact info is in the description. Today we are going to talk about how to send a telepathic message to a specific person. And I know that all of you are very excited and interested in this topic. So let's begin. First thing, is telepathy real? Okay. So the people who believe only in the cause and effect model of reality, they say that there is no conclusive evidence. Okay, there is no conclusive evidence. However, the people who believe in conscious creation, okay, including the great teachers that I have learned from, such as Neville Goddard, Florence Scovel, Dr. Joseph Murphy, they all affirm that telepathy is very real. In fact, in his book, Prayer, the Art of Believing, Neville Goddard says that it is a fundamental law of consciousness that by telepathy we can have immediate communion with another. Communion means like a meeting. I don't want you to be very disheartened because some people say that telepathy is not real and so on. Okay. In the intention manifestation model of reality, we don't use statistics, other people's opinions, analytics, logic even, okay, to create reality. We only use imagination to create reality. When Neville Goddard was told by his friend Abdullah that you are in Barbados, that sounds ridiculous to people who only believe in the cause and effect model of reality. However, by persisting in the assumption that he was in Barbados, Neville was able to manifest a ticket to Barbados, right? So I don't want you to be disheartened. The reality, our lives are very complex. The nature of reality is still being understood. Okay. I can tell you what my experience with telepathy has been. And it's a very simple experience that whenever I'm thinking about somebody, they either call me or they text me or they tell me, that they dreamt about me and so on. So my experience of telepathy is very simple, and I've had very pleasant and good experiences with telepathy also. What I want to discuss today, very important, that what is the purpose of sending a telepathic message to someone. So I will explain the purpose with the help of a very, very simple example. Okay. uh, Say that you applied for a job, okay, and you got interviewed, and now you're waiting for them to call you. Okay, so when we use telepathy to send a message, what we do is we imagine that the person called us and told us that you got the job. Do you understand? And that is the purpose of sending a telepathic message to someone. It is to get the result, the end result that you are manifesting. So, for example, you're manifesting a specific person, right? And this person, and you say you had a fight, or this person has been very cold and distant. Okay, so you would use a telepathic message to manifest a specific desired result. Say you want this person to ask you out on a date. You want them to ask you to meet them, to hang out with them. So you would imagine, okay, that they called you or they met you somewhere and they said, hey, let's hang out. Let's go have a coffee. Let's go have a juice. Let's go have a drink. Let's go have dinner. Or maybe, you met them at a party, they invited you to dance. So, this is the reason why we use telepathic messages. Okay. It is a very integral part of manifestation. Okay. Now, I'm going to read an excerpt which demonstrates very clearly how to do this process. You have to be very clear about who you are sending the telepathic message to, and that person is the subject. So, to establish rapport, to establish contact, call the subject mentally. Focus your attention on the subject and mentally shout their name, just as you would to attract the attention of anyone. Imagine that this person answered and mentally hear their voice. Represent them to yourself inwardly in the state you want him to obtain. So if you want the interviewer to tell you that you got the job and they are congratulating you, represent them to you in that state. If you want the SP to be loving and warm and caring, then represent them to yourself in that state. Represent him to yourself inwardly in the state you want him to obtain. Then imagine that he's telling you in the tones of ordinary conversation what you want to hear. Mentally answer him, having mentally heard with all the distinctness of reality that which you wanted to hear, and having thrilled to the news heard, return to objective consciousness. Your subjective conversation must awaken what it affirmed. This excerpt very clearly states, what you have to do. My experience with this, you have to be very relaxed, but relaxed doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be calm, calm or like just sitting in one place. You have to be detached from your external reality, and just breathing deeply for about 5 to 7 minutes, deep breaths in, holding it for 5 seconds, and then slow exhale through the mouth. Like in my experience, it is a very easy way to relax and detach from external reality. And then you represent the subject to yourself in the state you want them to obtain. So if you want your person to, maybe you had a bad fight and you want them to say that, let's make things right, let's go to a cafe, and just, or a movie or something. A key component here is when you do it, Neville Goddard said, you must experience the thrill, right? Exactly. I'm of the opinion that, it must create a sense of satisfaction within you. So when you are satisfied that yes, I got what I wanted, and then you can drift off to sleep, or you can return to objective consciousness. You can slowly wake up from that state akin to sleep. So I hope that this video will help you to manifest a very positive and pleasant desired outcome with respect to a specific person. I hope that it helps you to get what you want. If you like the video, please hit like, share, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell, unleash the power within you, and remember that if I said it, I already did it. Thank you.